If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, eh? Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we don't stand a chance against them.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas. While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
Well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry. I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Take a good look at us. Do we really look like bandits to you?
I'm still not sure whether I should trust you.
You don't have to trust us. As long as Lord von Berghoff does when we see him. An entire company in rat-eye livery, a sealed message. I think he'll understand at first sight who's standing before him.
Hmm.
The way I see it, Ensuring safe passage to the castle for Sir Hans Capon of Lipa and his entourage should be in your interest. So?
You can be assured that I respect your position, gentlemen. All right.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
You'll get nothing from me.
Henry, call that dog to heel.
Come here! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a
Free!
pain in the ass.
Here you go. Take it. Here, Mutt. Search. Mutt! Come here! Listen, would you have some...
That's a good one. Hey, already gobbled. I've got one last sausage and I'll be... Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast.
Listen, if you give me that sausage, they'll surely serve us up some real delicacies at Lord Bomber.
You might be right. After all, you're a noble's bastard. All right, then. Here's your sausage. And don't forget about me.
Do you know why we're going to Trotsky?
For some big political...
Yeah, of course. I'm just wondering if...
Not really, but I reckon our lords want to sound out. Bear in mind the times we're living in. King Wenceslas under lock and key in Vienna, and his brother Sigismund, meanwhile, shameless. We need to know who's going to stand on our side. And the royal chamberlain, von Burgo, has the land reserves under his thumb.
We might even discuss how to make peace with Sigismund.
Peace? I don't know. Sigismund is winning and he won't want to parley for peace. But I hope there's some chance of a truce, at least an armistice. The main thing is that it don't get no worse. Hacking up Cumans is one thing, but if it comes to Czechs fighting against Czechs, that'd be nasty.
To tell the truth, I'm starting to get a bit... Do you think our big mission...
Nothing to worry about. We'll get to Trotsky.
You're a bit sure of yourself?
Well, this ain't my first time delivering a message. Everything will go according to...
Do you know these parts?
A little. It's all rocks and woods. Lovely to look at, but shit for hunting in. If you don't watch your step, you could easily fall down some fissure.
So you've been in Trotsky before?
Not Trotsky itself. Once I just...
Ah, I expect...
No doubt. But also because I'm not as rash. And besides, as the cook, I make sure you... What did I do to you?
Here you go. Take it. Here you go. Take it.
Come on, Conrad.
Henry, better not keep Sir Hans waiting.
Where did you get the table from?
From that cave, but it was just lying there. So I says to myself, that's better.
Have you ever been in these?
No, but I know there's a village called Me and Conrad will go there and fatten our purses nicely. If Sir Hans gives us a bit, I must.
How do you think things will end?
How? No way. Whenever someone parleys with someone about.
Why do you think that?
See me and Conrad now? We can't even agree who's going to be on watch this evening. But then, I'm just a spear carrier. I ain't got the head for no. Ask Oates. He'll know more.
I see you've got dice set up.
Sure thing, Henry.
What do you want to...
Look, if you lose...
And if I win?
Well, I've got this...
Sounds fair to me.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side. My God, I'm done. Aye, that'll do. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! My lucky dice never fail.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale.
All right.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know? Here. That's enough for me. Your turn. It looks pretty bad, eh? No, that's as far as I go. You must have a... Damn your eyes. You played well. Ah, what's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring. Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God.
Henry,
How many times
come
do I
here.
have to tell you?
Henry. Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
It looked for a while like we'd be charging at each other.
I must say, I wasn't expecting that bastard.
Yeah.
But we managed the situation all right in the end. If Hanush had seen it, maybe
Well, I don't know. When I look...
kiss my arse. And by the way, how about stretching our limbs a bit?
You're in the mood for that?
Certainly. So then,
Just a bit of swordplay for...
let's save the... Keep the biting remarks to... I see you're still in armour, so we can get... Here's a practice sword for you. Have that...
Can you go and take my last groschen?
Hey, out.
Really? Would you give it after all?
Don't cry.
You're a good lad.
This is boring.
So, should we start?
Do you think we're going to fight with our cocks? Put on your helmet and armour, grab a practice sword and...
Can we start with the swordplay?
You've got your armour. Ready?
Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Come on! We don't have all night. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work off a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
That's got you panting, eh?
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Good.
Nice
That's
cut.
the way. Nice. Good. Good.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
That's it! You're doing great, Henry. Nice! But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready! After covering, you have to strike straight away. Good, Henry. Well, hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then. No, no. That way I can block you easily. Not like that. Well, that's not what you meant to do, is it? Oh, nice. Ha! Got ya. Too slow. Nice. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard. Your first hit. How do you do it? 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 Fuck me! How do you do it? How do you do it? Ow! Kurwa!
Nice technique.
Fuck me! You knocked the stuffing out of me. I yield! Enough! Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
Here you go. Take it. You silly mutt.
So who won, gentlemen?
It seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Rattay.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one. True, I wasn't in my best form that day.
Oates, what's this food supply?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare, and you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says, "Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk.
Listen up. The wildest she-cat I... So when she stripped off...
Enough, enough. You want to be a chivalrous knight, and you talk like that about a damsel? You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
I needed a bit of peace and quiet. I had a stroll around, checking out what plants grow here, praying for the success of our mission. Then I came back.
At last someone with some sense who's not in a hurry all the time.
If I always had to think everything over, but...
I wouldn't have rolled in the hay with so many girls if I spent my time just thinking about it.
Thanks for the prayer, anyway.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal... That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up, but yes, That's how it is. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than...
I heard he insists on having the finest, and that he's got a big collection all...
Collecting them ain't the same.
And is he any good at sword? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, sword, sword, sword. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole... And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forest... Well, that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that.
Well...
So...
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever...
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is... It's complicated. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with get...
We rolled dice for it.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you'll know there'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
You know, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Follow me. Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away. Hear that singing? They must be close. Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer. Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Hmm? All right. What was that?
It worked.
What
Let's
was
go.
that?
We'll go even closer.